Hello my dear students, so today I am going to continue with the same chapter, that is federalism. Till now we have read about what federalism is, the examples of the country which are following federalism, and how can we say that India is a federal country. And today I am going to continue with the same chapter, and the topic that I am going to take is how is federalism practiced. How we can say, what is the process of following a federalism that we are going to study in this module. So, ways in which federalism is practiced. What are the ways in which federalism is practiced that we are going to study today? First one is linguistic states. See, in 1947, when India got after the partition and everything, 1947, there was a change in the boundaries of the states. These boundaries has been changed thus to bring the people of the same language together. Later on, not only this, some other reason was that to bring some people of same culture, same geographical area, ethnicity together. So that's why linguistic states, this particular thing has been done, and it is said that at that time many states has been changed, their boundaries has been changed somewhere, some state or some places got emerged with someone, and several other factors. But later on, it was demanded that there is a need. When everything was done, after so many years, it was said that now it's time to bring all those people together who are speaking same language. Linguistic basically means belonging to same language, means language. So here it was there was a time when it was said that it's time to bring all the people together who speak same language. So at that time the government denied with this thing, and they said no, it will literally create chaos, and they resisted. But later on they themselves realized and said that now we can do the same thing. So all the same speaking language speaking people of the state, they came under one state, and this thing was followed ahead. So from this, if we talk about today's world or today's time, then we can say that it's very important to divide people on the basis of linguistic thing, because it's literally very helpful. Now the government is realizing that now it's literally very helpful for the sake of the country. Second is language policy. Second point, which ways in which federalism can be practiced. So language policy, earlier Hindi had made a national language. It was not like that 100% people were speaking Hindi language, but then too Hindi has been declared as a national language. Only 40% people were Hindi speakers at that time. So people were like, why they resisted that, why government is doing so, why government is just concentrating on Hindi, not on other language, because at that time 21 other languages were there also. So among 21 languages, why government is just made in like Hindi this official language. But apart from this, every state has its own official language. Whatever documentation, whatever official work a state does, it is basically done in their official language. But it's that time this particular Hindi has been made this official language, the national language. So it was listed, but later it was said that every state has its official language which can be followed. Central government exams, whatever is basically conducted by the central government exams. So basically they are either in English or in the language, official language, whatever the state is having. So it's not official language, but whatever state's official language is having, so one can give paper in that, and the exam usually given that language. According to the constitution, if we talk about the constitution, according to the constitution, in the year 1965, use of English language is stopped for official purpose. Now, in the year 1965, according to the constitution, the use of English has been stopped, and Hindi, the works have been started doing in this particular Hindi language. Tamil Nadu protested for this. Not only Tamil Nadu, but later many other states were there who protested for this. But Tamil Nadu protested that there need to be English is a global language, so we can usually keep English as well. They protested, and that protests were turned into violence later on. It literally turned into violence, and which killed many people. And later on, central government agreed and introduced English as well for the official purpose. So in the constitution, you can say that, you see that English plus Hindi has been used nowadays. So central government has taken this decision. So after this protest, you can say that central government has came to power and say that now it's need to introduce English as well. Now, the third one is center-state relations. This particular heading says that here we are going to talk about the relation between center-state. No. Here we are, we will talk about the different governments are there. Yes, we will talk about the relation. But here, what happens that they are saying that state government and central government, both are having their own powers. Both the governments are having their own powers. When they are having their own power, they will not interfere in the infrastructure. See, suppose India and Uttar Pradesh. We have taken example of that. BJP is there. Here also BJP is there. If there will be same government in central and state, the use of the power of a state government will be diminished, because central government will always try to say those things which will be in the favor of their party only. So they will try to control the state government, because since both of them are the same party, both parties are same in the state and in the central as well. So in that case, basically it will literally diminish the power of the state government. This was a problem that was faced earlier as well. At that time, there were no parties, different parties were not there at that time. But now if we say that at present time, then there are different parties, and in the state also, the central also, different parties usually came. Like if we talk about Uttar Pradesh, this time we have BJP in central and in the Uttar Pradesh also. But if we talk about other countries, like if we talk about some other states, there are other parties. If we talk about Delhi, then Kejriwal is there, Aam Aadmi Party is there. So we can say that central government and state government, both the party needs to be different. And in the later on, that Supreme Court has said that it is literally good to be called, and many different parties will be there. Then there will be a good competition as well, and also the state government, the power of the state government will remain stable. Another thing is that at the coalition government, usually you have seen this, came across this particular word of coalition government. This coalition government usually formed when there is no party has got majority in the election. So in that case, parties come together, usually collide together and make a particular government. So in that case, power sharing is there, because you can see that apart from central and state, if we talk about coalition government, then there will be 2-3 parties together. And so the last topic of this chapter is decentralization. The word decentralization means, here we are going to talk about centralization means like keeping all the powers in one hand. But decentralization means giving up of powers or distribution of powers in various hands. So here, when we talk about decentralization of in India, then we say that sharing of power among various levels of government. So, apart from central government and state government, one local government is also there. Earlier, the concept of local government was not that much updated. At that time, local bodies were usually made, and they don't have much powers, and they don't even have resources on their hand to take some decision or to overcome with such problems. But in the year 1992, Supreme Court has taken some of the steps to do like make this thing more, this particular local body is more powerful, they said that regular election needs to be held. Earlier there was no regular election, so they said that regular election of the local body needs to be held. Seats are reserved for SC, ST and OBC. 1/3 seats are reserved for women. State Election Commission is also there, who is going to look for all the things or the election things that needs to be taken up in the particular interval. Fifth, state government has to share some of its powers and resources with local bodies so that they can take some of the decisions which are really very important. Apart from this, there are Panchayat, Gram Sabha, Municipal Corporation, municipalities, everyone is there for which are acting as a local bodies. These are the local bodies and they are usually working for the sake of that particular area, and they usually take decisions which are related to that, and also things that are related to the money matter. Also they have some power, money in their hand, which is really very helpful. So we can say that now it is very clear why India is known as a federal country, why we are following federalism, how is federalism is practiced. I have told you about ways in which like linguistic states, language policy, inter-state relation, everything is there. And we have talked about decentralization as well. You know that coalition government is also there. This concept has been made and appreciated by Supreme Court, where when one party is not getting any majority, then 2 parties or 3 parties can come together and make a coalition government. So here you can say that decentralization in India is also important, because at some level, local levels, central government and state government cannot be able to reach. So local bodies are there to look forward everything. There are like mayor are also there, parships election usually held for all the local bodies and everything. So I hope I have made this thing very clear, this chapter very clear. Please go through your text written over in the book, go through all the topics given in the book, read examples, case studies, and also please try to solve the NCERT questions as well. Thank you so much.